Hello and welcome to my channel's very first video. Here we'll be making rocks and rock textures and we're going to be making texture maps to put into our low poly rocks to create pretty much an endless number of rock textures that you could use for any biome or whatever. I guess an example to show that since we're trying to make it a game ready one, I'm going to pull up a Godot, and here you go. These are some of the rocks that I made in Godot, or in Blender and Krita, and then imported into Godot. And these rocks that you see here will be available for free in my upcoming asset packs. Going to be posted on Unity and Godot, but I'm going to showcase it off in Godot right now. So you can see here I've created an example scene. I have literally it's just one of my one of the snowy ones that I made, snowy texture atlases. But when I run the scene, it's going to put it into a random one. We'll see which one we get. There we go. So we get a mossy looking biome here. And these all actually share the same texture atlas. So this is actually all just one material. And we're going to be doing that as well at the end of this video. And you can see I'm up here, and this game is to try to get to the flag over there. And if you want to play this game, I'll post the link as well. I'm going to put this up on itch.io and you can play this game as well. But yeah, so I'm going to exit out of that. And then yeah, you're going to be able to make this too by the end of this video. And then, I guess just to quickly show my things that I've created, these are all the rocks that I've gotten. And these will all be available for free at the end of this. You can watch this, and if you said, these look like great rocks, I don't need to watch this anymore, you could just go and grab this. And it's also going to be, link will be in the description of this video. So, yeah, and you can see I'll go right up nice and close. It has some pretty good details on them. So, yeah, you'll be able to make rocks like this too at the end of this. Anyways, let's jump in. I'm going to exit Godot. All right, so first off, to make the texture maps, I'm going to use Krita. Krita is a free and open source painting program. I'll just quickly pull it up here. So you can see here, I could come in here and it's free to download. You can grab it. I'm currently working on Krita 5.2.14. Maybe down the line you'll have it'll be different. It'll be maybe a different version. Maybe there'll be more brushes or something. I don't know. I'm hoping that it'll still work and transfer down the line. I'm assuming these skills will be transferable. But anyways, once you've downloaded and installed Krita, you should be able to open it up. I'm opening up Krita right now. And welcome to Krita. This is your very first time seeing it. That's okay. This was once my first time seeing it too at one point. But so you can see here I have like a rock texture that I made before. But what we're going to do is we're going to make our own rock texture. Woohoo! So I'm going to do a new image, and it's probably going to bring you into custom document most likely. Here you could just insert like 1024 by 1024. But there's also texture templates here, and it has all the different textures. I'm going with a 1K texture, but don't feel like you're limited to just 1K texture. Maybe you want to make this a 4K texture, make it super high def. Go for it. There's nothing stopping you. But I'm making a 1K texture, so I'm going to use this template, and bam, here we are. So we're now into this gray square on the screen. I'll zoom out. You can see here it's just a gray square. I'm going to be in the brush tool most likely. Make sure you are on the brush tool. You can see here I'm hovering over it. You can also press B to get it. And then if you look on the right hand side, there's two different layers. The first layer, layer 1, is the background. I'll just name it background. I double click on it and call it background. And then layer 2 is going to be the one we'll be working on right now. Right now it's empty, but if I hide the background, you see, woohoo, its alpha is 0. Anyways, so with layer 2 selected, I'm going to go into the brushes and I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look for a brush that looks like this one right here. And it's called Texture Big. And I'm going to press that. And with my brush right now is at 435 pixels. And I'm going to click here. And oh, what's happening is my gray, I'm on fully gray. I need to go all the way to white. That's what happened. So I click here and there you go. There is a white rock face kind of looking thing. And you can adjust the size. Maybe you want it to be here. You can. But personally I'm happy with the where it was at. It was like what, 435 or something. Good. There. So then now with this like here, and I go like this and I go like this and I hit the edge here. Oh no! But I want it to also show up on this side. That's okay, we can. So there's a thing up here called wrap around mode. You can click it or just press Shift plus W, and there we go. Now I can start making my rock face. And then there we go. That looks pretty good as a rock face in my opinion. Now, don't feel like you're limited to make it look just like how mine is. Maybe you want it to look maybe a little brighter. You can. You can have some more variation like this. Why not? Go for it. Now, personally, I'm happy with the way mine looked. I think it looks a little bit more like the kind of rock that I want to see. But yeah, so this could be called, I'm going to rename this layer rock face. So now we have the background layer, and if I get rid of or hide it, you can see, yeah, the rock face is it could be quite bright. It's hard to see. Anyways, I'm going to do another layer, and this one's going to be called the cracks layer. And on this layer, I'm going to draw cracks. So there's two brushes that I really like for cracks. There's this one here, the texture spine. So as you can see, it literally just looks like cracks. I'm going to increase the size on it as well. And you can see, I don't like it. I don't want it to be white cracks, right? So that did not look good. So what I want to do is I'm going to put it to like darker, like to gray, but I don't want it to go like full on black or dark gray. I mean, I want it to just do, like maybe like midpoint gray or something. I can. Maybe I want to do, some of this. And then there's this one as well. Texture crackles. There we go. Maybe we want the texture spines, we want it to be, smaller, like this. We can. Maybe you want to have a bunch of small little cracks in it. Go for it. Nothing's stopping you. Maybe, anyways. This looks like a pretty interesting looking surface. I could do, bring this back up, I guess. But yeah, you can play around with it. Have fun with it. Maybe, yeah. But, if you're looking at it, this is already kind of looking fairly rocky already. So maybe another thing that you could do is be like cracks, like high cracks, right? And then if we want, you can hide this layer. We don't want to have those cracks. We can add another layer. This could be like, low cracks. There we go. So I can hide that. And then I can just put in just like a low amount of cracks for this one. Nothing stopping us. Right? That's too much. We're supposed to have like a low amount of cracks here. What am I thinking? Maybe I'll just do just these ones. Just these kinds of guys. Maybe just like, just this will be fine. Okay, so this is like low amount of cracks, right? So we have like high cracks and then low cracks. See, you could do that. And then you could do extra cracks by doing both of them. I don't know. Go for it. Nothing's stopping you. And then maybe you think these high cracks, oh, it's too much. I scroll up on the brushes down here and I go into the eraser. I can like increase the size here as well. And, oh, it's saying layer is invisible. That's because I have this one highlighted, but it's invisible. So what I should be doing instead is I'm going to hide this and I'm going to make sure that this one is the one I'm working on, the active one. And now when I start doing erasing, you can see I'm not actually erasing any of the other layers. I'm just erasing the one working layer, which that is very handy as well. So you can use this to kind of touch it up and make it the way you like it, the way that it works for you. Yeah. Here we go. But yeah. So I'm going to keep it kind of looking like this for the high cracking. And yeah, I just realized I didn't put in much of the like other parts, but yeah, I'd say this looks pretty good. So then we have, the low cracking, the high cracking. Anyways, so then at this point, if you wanted to, you could export this, but I'm going to do a little bit extra just to take that extra level of detail. We're going to do some pebbles. Pebbles. There we go. And in the pebbles one, we're going to look for one that kind of looks like pebbles. A brush preset. This one here is the texture splat. So let's increase the size on it a bit. Oh, and what I'd like to do with this is I'm going to make it not all the way to the black, but like dark gray. And maybe I'm going to increase the size a little more. There we go. We can. And again, I can do this, like high pebbles, right? Maybe I want to take out the cracks for a bit. I can. See what it looks like with just the pebbles. There we go. Add the cracks. So that's like the high pebble one. And then, you guessed it, low pebbles. Done. So hide these guys. And there's just, a few pebbles here and there. That's all we need. Something like that. Sure. Looks good. So there's the high pebbles, and this is what it looks like with everything in. Kind of wild. Maybe we want to get rid of just the low ones. Just have only these ones. Or maybe we want to get rid of the high ones and just have the low ones. We can. That's the beauty of this all. Anyways. So I'm going to save this now. Sure, I'm going to save it as rock texture 2, but you can save it as rock texture or whatever. I'm going to replace it. And then, now that we've saved it, we can reopen it again and it'll have all the layers here. So if you want to change it and you feel like your rocks aren't looking like how you want it to, you can always come back here and change it. Anyways, so now what I'm going to do is, see how I have all of these shown. You can hide whatever ones you don't want to be brought in or brought out as a texture. Well, for now, I'm just going to do all of them. Why not? Export, and we're going to do as a PNG rock texture, cracks and pebbles. high or something. Good. Save. Okay. Right, and then let's say we just want to do just the cracks, you know? Export this one. Rock texture. Oops. Cracks eye. Rock texture map, cracks eye. Done. You know, and like, let's say we just want just the pebbles, you know? We can. Map, pebbles high. Now don't feel like you have to do every single combination of these. This is just simply, we did this so that we can have any variation of all of this. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm just going to do pebbles, cracks, and then rock face. Export just the rock face. We'll just call it rock texture map. No. I'll just do rock texture map. Save it as, save, good. And then maybe we want to do, you know, just the like low stuff here. File, export. Cracks and pebbles low. Save. Okay. And then just to do this, we'll do just the low text or low, what is it? Cracks low. Good. I think these are good. As you can see, you could make an endless number of texture maps here. Yeah, I think this is all good. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video where we'll be taking this into Blender, but we're not actually going to be making it. Probably on the video, we're going to be just making low poly rocks. My plan is to get maybe 2 or 3 rocks and put them all with sharing the same material, and we can map this into them, and you'll be able to see how we can use this material to just make infinite number of rocks using the shared material. Anyways, I'll hope to see you there. Take care.